Have you ever taken on a project knowing full on the deadlines that you've set for yourself are pretty much unrealistic? Yeah, me too. We tried dismantling this barn in 7 days. Oh God, what have I got myself into?
Does anyone want to go up? Yes, you can come, you can't come, you can come. Ah, just kidding, you should have seen your face.
This here is really where the team gelled together. The danger level was heightened because we're working at heights too heavy to hold on to. We had to come underneath it. It was just strategic moments and the plan worked out perfect. Don came along like a savior with the telehandler and he got his forks up there just in the perfect spot. We lowered this piece. There was a cheer and a high five. And that high five echoed through the whole project. When we went in for lunch, like everyone was buzzing pretty high, ready to take on this project and see how these rafters will come down. After a little bit of debate, we decided to take them in halves. Plus, it's way easier to store like a 14-foot piece than a 30-some foot 2x6. One piece at a time, making sure that, the building was still safe, sound, and kept monitoring that situation as we went. Effectively, we used the equipment so we didn't have to drop anything on the ground like we did with the siding, and straight over to the denailing table. And before you know it, we had all the rafters off. Right, so we have still quite a bit to do, and now we have like less time. And I'm like, we looked at that, whether we could maybe pull it off all in one shot, but then we're like, okay, maybe we get down one shot, but then it's in the way. Can't turn, can't move it. Too long, too narrow of the passageway, so we're like, hey, we gotta split this thing into halves.
And you got all of it.
At that point, that's when we decided that, we're gonna split this building into 4 quarters. And that's how we pretty much did everything from this point forward. To make things a little bit quicker, we did make some chainsaw cuts. Now, there's probably gonna be people out there that are like, no, you should have never done that. And I'm like, well, I don't know, you weren't there. This is the plan that we made, and this helped speed everything up, making it safe as well. The thing is, this can be remade. Like, we have the example, so you could just remake what we cut off. We still got a lot of work to do and the time is still pressing. So the siding comes off, and that came off actually really well. I did expect it to come off much easier. So we got smarter, we changed up our plan. One of us went inside and used the sledgehammer against a couple boards. So we're hitting like 3 boards at once. Boom, boom, boom. It was crazy, but it was done, and it made things twice as fast. Then it was forecasted to rain. Oh my God, this is not the time of year for drying weather. So what happened? Yeah, it rained on all the wood. The very first morning that I was there, Lindy was mentioning that the family has a commitment and we're not gonna be here. So I was wondering what your plan is. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Oh my God. I was like, oh, yeah, I don't know. Then I just like walked away. Now, they have their family commitment, and that's like a 2.5-hour drive or more away. We settled on working till noon. This was hunting season, right? Well, there was some deer hunters that regularly come. They had mentioned that they were coming, and it would have been myself and these 2 deer hunters doing some denailing for the family while they're gone on their family thing, and we could do that. Well, they decided not to show up too, so I'm like, we gotta get this wood stored. You guys go and do your family thing. I took a quick trip to Mexico. Nothing I could really do about it. Fast forward a week and we're back. Same thing, step out of the vehicle, stretch, and we're right back into it. Taking down the wall section went really well. Nothing was nailed. It was just literally sitting in pockets. Split the building into 4 parts, and we took the centers out as we went along. And what we did was lay them all down in the order that they came off, and we at least know the orientation of the building and labeled as such.
You wondered what we were doing this morning? Arts and crafts, actually, arts and crafts. We're labeling everything and taking everything apart, so it's the tedious work that happens now. The best way we figured out so far, something like this. Put it
Don had a great idea. He's like, let's go ahead and do this. This is how we ended up taking the rest of them apart, like Lego for adults. As we were doing it, we were putting everything away. So they're all stacked and stored for the winter. But Troy, you didn't succeed your challenge in taking this barn down in 7 days. No, I didn't. Thank you for pointing that out. But I still feel like we did accomplish it because it did take 8 days actually, so we weren't able to do it in 7. It took 8. If you want to be technical about it, it was like 7 3/4. Hey, you know what? The bonus is we took the whole loft floor off because there was time. So now there's only the floor joists to come out and they're literally tacked in there. So the job gets so much easier at this point forward as far as getting rid of the wood. Look at it, that was a 43-foot barn chopped down to 10 feet. Serious haircut. We finished it the day before a snowstorm came in and everything went literally as planned. So all in all, I would say that was a pretty successful barn takedown. And you know what? My business will survive. My train may be running out of gas, but I'm still on the tracks. And that's how we still kept on like we could maybe get this done.